All right, so a few weeks ago, we talked about I-69 in Indiana, and the state was excited and happy to announce that they had completed I-69. Well, it turns out there's just a little bit more work to be done. Let's take a look.
I-69 Ohio River project work is currently underway in some areas of the tri-state. 44 News reporter Ben Lawfer goes behind the scenes and has the latest updates new at 5.
Work on the Evansville portion of the Ohio River Crossing project is temporarily paused due to all the high water we've experienced in the past week. However, officials tell us they planned for this, and they expect the project to resume as early as this week.
Officials broke ground on the Evansville portion of the project, also known as Section 3, back in September.
You can see that progress when we're not covered with the high water. So obviously right now we're underwater. Most of Section 3 is actually in a floodplain.
Construction was paused on the 17th.
Oh, Mindy's very excited. So let me show you exactly what they're talking about here. So let's go to the website. And what they're talking about is Section 3 of the I-69 Ohio River Crossing. So you see right here, here's an interchange that they're building. But let's go down to the map. So if you see right here, here's the current I-69, and they run it over here to this interchange just despite it not going to end up being over here. And this is your old, outdated, dangerous US 41 Ohio River Crossing that I talked about in the I-69 video. So pretty much what they're doing, they're going to build a new interchange here, and they're building bridges over the floodplain to connect to the actual Ohio River Bridge. Now the bridge itself is going to be in Kentucky, so that's going to be on them to complete that side. But Indiana's building the bridges leading up to the main bridge, the main span. And they're going to also have these bridges, even though they're going to be constructed already, traffic won't be allowed to use these bridges until the actual project is completed. So you see down here, you cross over here, you get into Henderson, Kentucky. And the construction's already started. It started back in 2024, last summer. So in a couple years, we will have a brand new shiny bridge over the Ohio River near Evansville, I-69. Let's go back to the video.
Due to flooding. However, it's not expected to delay the project. They also do not expect any damage to heavy equipment staged in the area. Water levels currently dropping around 2 feet a day.
You know, what's on wheels and easy to move, we get out of here. It's a challenge when you have the high water, but this is something that crews have prepared for. They know it's coming. It's part of the schedule.
Construction is expected to be around 60% complete by the end of this year and fully completed on the Indiana side by the end of 2026.
What we're building now is not something that drivers are going to use immediately, but it's so critically important to building that I-69 bridge. By this summer, when people are driving by on I-69, they will see 3 interchange bridges just taking shape right before their eyes.
The current schedule calls for construction on the actual bridge itself to begin in 2027. The entire project is expected to wrap in 2031. However, both states are always looking for ways to accelerate the project. Reporting in Evansville, Ben Lawfer, 44 News.
All right, I-69 Indiana. 2026, it will be really complete. But that's a good update. The people out there seem to be very excited. So let's get on to the next story where we're going up to Pennsylvania.